Nigel Farage savaged former Chancellor Philip Hammond for revealing that the leaked Operation Yellowhammer report came from a minister in Boris Johnson's government, claiming that the Remainer was simply trying to stop Brexit from happening all along. Mr. Hammond wrote a letter to Prime Minister Boris Johnson informing him that the report, which warned of the impending dangers of no deal, had been dated from August and therefore could not have been leaked under Theresa May's tenure. But Mr. Farage felt the former Tory minister's move had been a Machiavellian attempt to block Brexit. He told his LBC show, basically, it couldn't have been a former minister that did it. It must have come from within Boris Johnson's own government. That's what Hammond is saying. But isn't the truth of it that Philip Hammond will do whatever he can to stop Brexit from happening? How can we take a Conservative party seriously when it says it now wants to be the Brexit party when people like Philip Hammond are its representatives, and no doubt will be standing for it in a general election, which is likely to happen this autumn? I would say this to Boris Johnson: you want voters to trust the Conservative Party, the same Conservative Party that so badly let us down over the course of the last 3 years. All the while, people like Philip Hammond are standing as candidates for you and sitting in the House of Commons as representatives of you. Don't be surprised that we have a bit of a problem in trusting the Conservative Party. While the leaked report warned of severe queues at UK ports, the Transport Secretary quashed these fears earlier today. Speaking on Sky News this morning, Grant Shapps explained that fears of huge queues at Dover were misplaced. Sky's Sophie Ridge said, "If there's a no deal, your department is going to be incredibly affected. The bottleneck through Dover, primarily, we've been talking about huge queues, food shortages, potentially having to stockpile medicine. Are you worried about this? It's not just bumps in the road, is it?" Mr. Shapps replied, "You're absolutely right that the Department of Transport is at the leading edge of whatever happens next, particularly with those potential queues in Kent. I am attending daily exit operation meetings in Cobra, where we are getting into really infinitesimal detail about every single possible aspect. We will be ready. In fact, I would say we are much more prepared than most people realize. Here's the secret most people don't realize. The French and Europe export to us way more than we send to them. So whilst you could, if you're in France, say we're going to cause those queues throughout Kent, they won't be sending us stuff at the same time, so it will be hugely disadvantageous.